I feel good about that episode.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't realize my phone was turned up to max volume, so it was a little loud, possibly.
It's probably fine.
Also, I was really pleased with that stupid BlizzCon story. A swag bag.
A new and exciting strain of the common cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also, like, I don't know how they get in there, but, like, most swag bags have, like, Jimmy John's coupons. Even though I don't think they're supposed to go in there. Someone pushed them in there. And you're like,
Who
ew,
put these Jimmy John's coupons
Jimmy
in here?
John's.
Every convention is like, it happens. They just sneak in there.
And you're like, oh, well, maybe I'll...
Apparently the phone volume
redeemable
was good
between
on...
2 and 5 at this location, which is 8 blocks from the convention center, not on these kind of sandwiches.
Why? Well, no. You can only have like a turkey tom. No Pepe's here.
I hate Jimmy John's.
Exceedingly rare Pepe's. Speaking of Final Fantasy stuff on iOS, I'm actually sort of interested about this. So Final Fantasy VII is now out for iOS. And maybe Android, I don't know. But it has a mode that it sounds dumb, but I'm actually really into.
Uh-huh.
It's, you can turn off all the field encounters, like you turn off all the random battles.
Oh, yeah.
And you have an option to just make yourself max level.
No way.
So you have to play all the story battles, but you can beat them. You can beat them easily. You just get to play the story.
That seems really good.
Which I'm kind of into.
I mean, you've already beaten the game. You don't need to grind out all of this bullshit.
That's sort of my thought.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to play the story again.
Yeah, I was just...
Once you go max, you
game.
can't go back. That's okay.
I'm on to hard.
If I'm playing it on my phone... If I'm playing... That was weird. If I'm playing it on my phone, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But anyway. So...
Right. Jimmy John's is insanely overpriced?
No, it's not.
Really? Wait, where are you?
Where are you based? Jimmy John's is cheap.
I mean, I feel like most things are cheap in comparison to Canadian prices.
I guess.
There's very few places that you can go in the world where you're like, man, it's cheap. But apparently, if you come from Victoria, British Columbia, pretty much every place in the world is cheap.
Except for Vancouver.
Yes. But, like, I mean, like, when you leave our country. Like, when we go to the States, we're like, oh, this food is so cheap. We went to Japan, we're like, wow, everything's so cheap here in this notoriously expensive country.
Does I want to put the monitor back? By the way, the video... Whoops. Hang on. Oh, right. Hang on. I know what I want to do for the singer. I'm gonna local record again. By the way, the video playing during the opening titles and the one that Paul cut to in the shoulder graphic during the Dark Souls story, that is live. That is a live stream of what's happening on Twitch Plays Dark Souls at time of recording. I don't know what's happening there, but they have not moved in an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have not moved a step. So I don't know what's going on in there, but it's some kind of hellscape. Hey, look, it's Paul.
Paul! Wow.
All right. Wow, really? Yeah, look. Hey, what's up, Paul? Here. That's live.
Yeah, this is
right now.
Yeah. So
It's
you
on
can
the
see the
monitor
counter,
over
the clock ticking.
Yeah, and the little scroll at the top there.
Oh, they're working on fixing something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, that's less funny then.
It's still funny.
See, here's the deal. It's cut off, but it has like the counter has obviously seconds and minutes. You can see the seconds ticking up, but it goes all the way over to years. Which, when Twitch Plays Dark Souls came out, first I was like, that's very prescient, because eventually they might beat it. Maybe it might be like a monkeys and typewriter situation. But now with this 30-second or this like up to a minute-long pause mode, I think the years thing was a very good... Maybe they should add it, pen decades.
It might be necessary.
I mean, the real question is whether... It's not like how long it will actually take to beat Dark Souls. It's more whether there'll be actually people sticking around long enough to do it.
Yeah. Many entertaining stories this week.
Yeah.
So that was the first one that we talked about. Kathleen did a great rundown on the Casual Connect, sorry.
Basically, I have captured the TLDR. Apparently, that Cape Upton remark actually happened IRL.
What, that was like, you wasted money on those?
Yes. Which was, for me, the funniest nugget of the story.
I do like that. It's like, well, you suck. And I know because I've seen your profit and loss statements.
I have been to Casual Connect. This is very accurate that Paul is like miming out exactly what happened in this conversation. I went to a party, and Casual Connect used to be held in Seattle, so I haven't been to one of the San Francisco ones yet, but I went to this one of the Seattle ones, and a company, I can't remember which one, had rented out the entire Seattle aquarium and just stocked the place with open bars. And it was basically it was bacchanalia, because those companies make so much money, or at least they did the year I went. But
it's just the like, trying to like make yourself, make yourself big, look big, or try to insult the other guy by revealing that you know information that you are not supposed to know.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why he'd seen this information is apparently Machine Zone is trying to get another round of investment. So they had been passing around this sort of profit and loss and user acquisition statement with like plans about their games and the technology they're making. So, I mean, if somebody at Kabam had seen this, maybe they got it from somebody who worked at an investment company or something like that. But good grief.
And I like that the like legal defense is literally he was trolling.
Yeah, it's like I thought I was making it up, right? It's like the legal I like the idea of it's basically like, well, you said this. Who told you that? Wait, you really said that? Right? Like, I was joking.
Nazzle 10, they are showing the profit and loss to people who might invest in them, obviously, but that's not mobile game companies, because user acquisition costs are very high and profit is very volatile, are extremely tight-lipped about how much money they're making. So the only time you can really get information out of people is when you go to an event like Casual Connect and you get them real liquored up and then they get a little looser around the lips.
Because like when you're showing those profit and loss statements to a venture capital company, there's all sorts of NDAs involved.
Yes.
Which obviously somebody broke if they actually knew that info.
Casual Connect has been added to my First Against the Wall Eat the Rich checklist. Thanks, CheckPoint, says Coyote Sands. Honestly, I was appalled. I went there and I was just appalled by the scope of some of those parties. I think it was Wooga who hosted that party.
It just
I was pretty drunk by the end of it.
Literally, Wooga just sounds like a company that hosts parties. That doesn't sound like an actual mobile development company. That just sounds like it's like Wooga Wooga Wooga.
There's a lot of bros there. Anyhow, so I think that's kind of funny.
The Madden story, which we talked about. I mean, that's basically exactly what we thought. Like,
I highly recommend that you watch their commercial.
Max says this explains why my CEO is so keen on going to all of these things. I mean, they're not unfun.
That you watch that Madden 16 commercial. It's very entertaining. But
it's like, as someone in the chat said after we said that, it's like, people who buy Madden are going to buy Madden. People who are not going to buy Madden aren't going to buy Madden. This is not going to convince them to buy Madden.
Right.
So
I guess they figured the kind of people who play Madden would think this is funny.
Yeah, but what's the point?
It's like one of those things where I bet like
I like fun stuff. I dig it. I just don't know why they greenlit it.
Like I can imagine it's one of those things where like the company that put
because it looks expensive.
Like it's ridiculously expensive. I mean, Madden's. It's not like they don't have a lot of money to throw around, but like I can imagine the advertising company that actually like pitched that to EA and made the ad, right? Mm-hmm. They can now go back to EA and be like, look, this ad that we made for you got 200 million views.
Yeah.
So EA is going to be like, wow.
What Ibsen is saying is like, it's purely entertainment. All you have to do is slap Madden 16 on the end to sell it, because who's going to remember a 4-second TV spot? Yes, but crazy Old Spice commercials, right? And people are like, whoa, that's so weird with the Old Spice guy or with Terry Crews running around doing weird shit. I remember that. Then when I'm in the aisle and it's like Old Spice or Axe or Dove for Men or whatever, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that crazy Old Spice commercial. All right.
And the reason they
Madden's not competing with anybody.
Like, literally,
if you are the sort of person who wants to buy Madden, you're buying Madden already.
yeah,
And it's also-
sorry, Paul.
or-
yeah. Just 1 second. The reason why Old Spice started doing those crazy commercials is because they looked at their consumer demographics, and Old Spice was used by like men in their 50s, and they were really like losing a lot of ground to like Axe and Dove for Men and all of this crap. And they're like, if we just rebrand, all of these products are essentially the same, and
Right,
guys
yeah.
will remember just seeing something funny and cool because they don't care because they're all the same price,
yeah.
right?
Like, I mean, that's the Old Spice thing. Is it's they're all the same price and they all basically work the same. It's just whatever you care about. But I mean, like
You're allowed, Ibsen. I'm curious in what way you disagree.
with Madden, like it's not just that Madden has cornered the market and they don't have any other competition. They literally can't have competition.
Yeah, they have the monopoly.
They
on
have
the
a monopoly
on the
on the
NFL
license.
So if you want to play a football video game,
You are
Or
playing
you're
Madden.
playing
or a
Madden.
football video game with NFL people in it.
yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
you didn't like Old Spice?
No, just the prime discredit given to Madden is that it's the same year after year. Sure.
This isn't It doesn't even advertise new features about the game.
It shows
though.
a couple gameplay clips.
Except the vast majority of the clips they show are like the touchdown dance.
Just like people going, yeah, good job.
Yeah, they don't actually like. Which I can imagine that there is a lot of stuff they wanted to that they could show about what they've improved it on it, but anyway, very silly.
Which we can keep having that discussion. But other stuff, the BlizzCon thing, it is sort of like now you can attend BlizzCon without ever leaving your basement.
Yeah.
It's just like you can watch all the stuff,
How long
and
is-
you get the swag bag.
I mean-
How
How
long,
long until
the,
BlizzCon is just a series of things that
like live streams from a small studio?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just everyone gets sent their swag.
Yeah.
For some reason, sending somebody the swag bag, it just seems so odd.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think it's actually a good idea. Considering,
yeah, I think
like,
it is.
I made fun of it.
Oh, it's a sweet idea. Well, it's what we do on this show.
But if you're like a super fan and you can't go because you couldn't get tickets, or I don't know, your gut's sick or something like that, or you just have to work, at least you can get the cool shit that they're handing out and you can watch the things you care about. So I think it's actually a good idea. I think it's charging people $40 to watch those streams is a bit much. I mean,
How much does it cost to actually go in person?
$199. So
But it's like, maybe it's just I haven't seen what the BlizzCon swag bags are like, but like a lot of swag bags for these things there's like maybe like 2 or 3 things that are actually like cool. Like, I mean, for BlizzCon they always have like special codes for unique pets or something like that, right? Which is the thing that everybody really wants. But then there's a ton of just like chaff in the bag, right? There's like ads for stupid games, or for coupons for subs, or whatever, all sorts of really weird stuff that's in the bag that are just like it's like junk mail, right?
yeah,
They're
lots
just,
of
like,
people are
throwing-
saying it's actually pretty sweet because there's usually like things that you can sell for real money
Mm-hmm.
or like virtual pets. Rumor has it this year that the swag bag's going to have a beta key for Overwatch.
Yeah. But it just seems very weird it's just like they'll ship you like a bag that's filled with mostly crappy stuff, but then there's a few good things.
Yeah.
I hope it actually comes in a bag that's like wrapped up and then put
Oh
in the
yeah,
box.
like, and it's got all of like those dumb like slips of paper in there and ads
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Like, it's actually just the swag bag. $10 off a $300 video card, says
yeah,
Haas.
yeah.
Oh.
BlizzCon 2015 goodie bag unboxing.
And then we talked about Triple Triad.
Wait, hasn't BlizzCon not happened yet?
No, it hasn't happened yet. I think
So,
we're all just joking about the kind of things that you see in swag bags.
other stories that we talked about.
Yeah. We didn't talk
That
about
we didn't talk about, sorry, that we flagged. I like this one. In the new Ace Attorney game, Sherlock Holmes is in the game, and he's terrible.
Yeah.
He's a bad detective.
So this is the new one. It's currently only in Japan, but presumably it'll be ported
It's
over at
Ace
some point.
Attorney Gyakuten Saiban.
But like you meet up with Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, it's the old-timey one.
Yeah, you meet up with Sherlock Holmes at various points, and he basically does like the game. Like he goes like, "This is what happened. This guy did this, and then because of this, he did that, and then here did that, and he's wrong always." And then you have to go through and be like, "Actually, what happened is this."
I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except apparently later on in the game, Watson does one that's entirely correct.
That's really funny, actually.
Sweet.
Lady Watson, in fact.
Oh.
There's a lot of stuff about Darkest Dungeon that we didn't really dive into.
I think it's too complicated of an issue to
it's
sum
a little
up in
too
30
involved.
seconds.
Yeah, but basically, they added some features recently that they liked, that they believed were correct for the game, and that were enjoyed by
Some players.
like a vocal minority. The minority and the majority were vocal, so it doesn't actually matter. They were liked by a minority of players who
Everybody is
want the
vocal.
game to be punishing and hard, and these players have like learned exactly how to min-max their party and abuse the game, and they like these changes. But a greater majority of the people think that just makes the game needlessly difficult. And so they
And sort
have
of
now added a toggle that those features are optional. And the fact that there is even a toggle is pissing off the people who think that the game should be hard and punishing.
No, the toggle doesn't affect you. Ignore the toggle. Don't worry about it. The toggle does not distract from your gameplay experience.
Well,
Besides, it's also automatically toggled to the settings you think are better. So shut up.
Yeah, I like the things in the Steam. They're like, it's like, okay, it's cool that there's a toggle, but people who are playing it, without those things on, who are playing it, wrong, who are not playing it the way that the developers intended, shouldn't be getting all the achievements that those of us who are playing it correctly are getting. I should have some recognition that I am more elite than other people.
Yeah, because the complaint... So what they added was heart attacks, because in the game before, your characters would get more and more stressed out, and this would cause them to get greater negative status effects. But with the heart attacks, they could just randomly die.
Which a lot of people found sort of, so if something bad RNG happens completely out of my control, that's not a factor that I can manage. That's bullshit.
Well, it's not completely out of the control, but yeah, it is sort of like you can manage when someone has these negative status ailments. You can't manage when they just die. The other thing that they added was corpses, which is you kill an enemy and they leave a corpse behind, which holds a block of the... Because it's a positional-based combat system, and it holds the block until you then kill and wipe out the corpse, which, again, many people felt needlessly extended the time it takes to actually have a combat. And the thing is, what it seems like... I don't play the game. What it seems like is that, and this is what the developers seem to think as well, is that the corpses themselves is not necessarily bad on the face of it, but that the rest of the mechanics weren't tweaked to take that into account. So currently the corpses just needlessly extend combat, but if they changed some other things, then they could work as part of the overall combat strategy. So it's sort of like...
What's interesting is that they currently have said, obviously this may change, but they've currently said that the toggle for corpses and heart attacks is just for while it's in early access.
Yeah, apparently the toggle is going away because they believe it's the correct change.
Presumably they'll be making other changes before it comes out of early access to compensate for things. Who knows?
Anyway, the point is, it's what amused us was not that people had opinions.
I mean, that's
but
fine.
That people had very, very loud opinions.
The level of salt.
The level of anger of the opinions was just sort of like, wow.
I also was I was telling Graham and Kathleen while we were looking at this story. I was looking at the Steam forums, and my favorite was there's people arguing back and forth, and there was another thread by this other guy that was called Black Powder Rant, and I was like, is this guy like, is that his name? And he's like, this is a trademark black powder rant. But it's like, no, this is a guy who's like, okay, why are we talking about all these corpses, the corpse thing and the heart attack thing? Like, that's distracting from the real point here, which is there's a character who is using black powder in this game. Black powder does not work that way. And historically should not have been in operation at this time when Darkest Dungeon takes place. It's like this really huge log article.
It's like 700 words.
Highly abused me.
Wow.
I apologize if you were the person that wrote that piece in the Steam forum, but I found it amusing.
Yeah. There's a story about Star Citizen, because we joked about Star Citizen last week and how they've made millions of dollars. A small number of people have they have not. There have been delays with Star Citizen. What has been released has been received very, very well, but what has been promised that hasn't been released has been delayed.
Yes.
And some people are a little upset about it. Fair enough. And
I mean, that's
Yeah,
sort of
Okay.
that's kind of unavoidable
So
considering. We talked about the game. Something like $87 million.
yeah,
It's suffering from a little bit of feature creep.
Well, and the reason why it's $87 million is because every whatever $1 million, they keep stretching the stretch goals, right? And so it's the game that they were doing the Kickstarter for originally is totally different from the game that they're now committed to.
yeah. So they have granted refunds for some of the crowdfunders, even though there's no legal reason that they have to do that. Basically, people are like it's not something that they advertise, but if people have contacted them and been like, "Hey, I would like my money back," they apparently on a case by case basis have decided whether or not to actually grant refunds, and they have been. In the interview, they're like, we can't give everyone's money back because we're paying 200 people, and that's where we're getting their money from. So if we refund everyone's money, the game just stops.
Yeah.
But they have apparently case by case actually given people their money back.
They said it's like, if you aren't like, they actually said like if you aren't a dick about it, basically.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. Oh, is Lawnmower around? I know the Lawnmower. Who else is big into Star Citizen? I can't remember. Anyway, I look forward to seeing when that whole game comes out.
Yeah. And I'm warm because we have the AC off and it's the door closed and there's 3 people in here and lights on us. So it's warm in here.
We should turn the AC back on, maybe. And the last story, I was gonna write this for the show, but I decided to do the other ones instead. There's a game called Omega Labyrinth
By our old friends.
D3 publisher.
That, if you remember them, they're from the who.
They did that game Summer Colored High School or
Right,
whatever.
right. But it has like the actual super long, which is like how I learned to stop worrying and just take panty shots or something.
Whatever it was, yeah. Anyway, in the game, you play as a series of girls, and you quote from the article: by defeating enemies, not only do you obtain XP, but you also gain Omega points, the physical manifestation of womanly power. This power is, and I'm quoting here, stored in the breasts. By gathering Omega power, the girls' breast size increases as well as their stats. So they have like a shirt, and then their shirt gets like progressively more stretched, and then their bust is too big for their shirt to even contain, and
That's why you need better armor, I guess.
it's just like...
It's like...
And if that, like, I don't have a problem with the game existing. If that's your thing, whatever. I'm just like...
It's...
Really? It's so silly.
I feel like somebody better have giffed my face
I'm
because it
sure
was
they
slowly
did.
dropping into a scowl and an eye roll.
Yeah, I think the best... It's the justification, right?
Yeah.
It's like...
I
it's
find
like,
it funny.
It's like boobs, people like boobs and they like to look at boobs, and anime has a aspect of that, and that's cool.
Okay, fine.
But the idea that they have to like, that there's a bunch of people coming around just like, yes, of course there are going to be, we're going to like show big tits, but what are the gameplay implications?
But why?
Yeah, we've got to work this out here.
Like, honestly, this game would be way less stupid if they just had characters, if they were just like, this is a sexy game, and it had
No.
tits in it.
This is way more alluring.
No, this is dumb. Just like if you want to look at tits in a video game, fine, but just like make a sexy video game with some tits and nipples in it.
And nipples, God, no. There's no nipples
They
in
have
this.
to. They have to. Yeah, it
You
has
gotta
to.
hide the
It has
nipples.
to. It has to come organically from the story.
Twitch Plays Dark Souls still hasn't moved. All right. Are you ready to welcome people?
Sure.
All right, let's go
As you
to...
can see, I'm very ready.
Here, I'll turn on there.
Subscriber welcoming time. This is the part of the show where we welcome subscribers. Starting with username mid-season hiatus.
Oh, the username saga continues. Alrighty. Let's see. So the game is Kathleen Aggravation Simulator 2015.
Oh, that was Sampy.
Yay, Sampy.
30 subs today. Wow.
Lower the sub button.
Right. That's why I put it at the bottom last time. I forgot about that.
Because it covers the subscriber thing.
I'm dumb.
Truck
Breaking the
be reversing background. There's a lot of construction happening today.
Yeah.
After a brief lull in construction, the construction is back on with a vengeance.
Yep.
It's Construction 2, Son of Construction.
I think they're past 2 now. They're like they keep
McIrish
stopping-
Jihad. Welcome.
Stopping and rehiring, or stopping and restarting.
All right.
I
Okay.
don't think they know how to make a build.
Right. So if you're just tuning in, this is where we do some short improv based on people's usernames. Alrighty. Oh, there you go. Make it flash. Username mid-season hiatus. As you guys are well aware, we've been following the username saga, a month-to-month update on an incredible adventure that one man's journey through time and space. The first season started with him stuck in a username factory and then escaping and then being sort of drafted into this username pirate army and then being keel-hauled by pirates but inexplicably surviving that, even though I've read about that and that sounds really awful. And then he got stranded on an island, but then he was finally rescued and then he was transported to the future where he came out of username retirement and became a Jaeger pilot and had to fight a username kaiju. And then things were going pretty well, but then he had a username crisis of faith. And that was bad. I thought username Crisis of Faith wasn't even connected to the greater story, but he just sat down in the Jaeger and was like, oh man, should I really be doing this? How did I mean, I've been keel-hauled. Maybe I should just go retire somewhere. If you're not familiar with keel-hauling, that's where they drag you underneath the keel of a boat. Pirates in it, except the boats were all covered in barnacles, and then if you didn't drown because boats were big, you would be cut to death by barnacles. It was a horrible way to go. Nobody liked it. That's why they did it as a punishment. Anyhow, but now,
People on the ship like
what will happen with his username Crisis of Faith? Will he pull it together and defeat the username Jaeger? Who knows, because we're going on a username mid-season hiatus. That's right, we're taking a break. We're going to do some reruns here. Maybe show some old episodes of Columbo or Magnum P.I., and that'll be great.
Yeah.
And our adventures will return with a splashy thing designed to draw in new viewers in the next season.
Waiting for a username sweeps week.
Devin Sanity has just subscribed with a 20-month resub.
Ooh, Devin Sanity. I still don't know if that's like Dev Insanity or Devin Sanity.
It's Devin Sanity.
Oh. Did we...
Well, if you say it fast enough, it works either way. But it's Devin Sanity.
Okay. Time to jump the username shark.
A username crossover event.
Hee hee hee. Alright. Devin Sanity. Well, he's got a picture of a cat. That's his username. Here's his user photo on Twitch. Is a pretty kitty. I do like kitties. Now we're just thinking about cats.
Get lunch, like now, because I have to take off in half an hour for my haircut.
Okay.
So that we don't leave Kathleen alone.
You can't leave me alone because you don't know what I'll do.
Well, because you'll get distracted and you won't get through the list fast enough.
Yeah, we're more concerned.
Tell me I'm wrong.
We're more concerned for the viewers than for you personally.
Yeah.
For actually your benefit.
Such.
Jonas John 4, thank you.
All right. Devin Sanity. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a break from the ordinary? Why not come out to Devin Sanity's House of Insanity? That's right. If you're thinking, why don't I just stop paying my bills, put a fish on my head, and declare myself Catherine the Great of Russia and move out to a swamp and kick out a moose from its habitat, you are in the right mind for Devon Sanity's Insanity Retreat. That's right. Come up with your most insane fantasy and we'll make it happen. How will we do that? We'll feed you LSD till you think it happened. On the bright side, you might actually be insane afterwards, so maybe this vacation will be permanent. Devon Sanity's Insanity Retreat.
I like that. The Ocean Who Subbed with a 14-month resub.
Hey everybody, are you looking for an ocean who can do things for you aside from be an ocean and just kind of lap gently against the shore unless there's a storm, and then maybe it's a little less gentle, but no judgment here. Ocean's gonna do what they're gonna do. Why not try the Ocean Who Subbed? What can that ocean do for you? Well, it's an ocean. It's got ocean things in it. But it can also subscribe to your Twitch stream. That's not so bad. The Ocean Who Subbed. Try it today if you need an ocean who can subscribe. I think I need to go get some water.
Want me to grab some for you?
Sure.
Okay. Bronzefinger is next with a 20-month resub. Bronzefinger.
Yay, Bronzefinger. Hey everybody, are you looking to throw a James Bond themed party but you can't hire the guy who played Auric Goldfinger because he is dead? Why not hire me, Bronzefinger? That's right. I don't look anything like him, but you know what? He's dead, so you gotta take what you can get. Are you gonna hire a big name impersonator who's got like matching facial features and skills and talents and spend all that money? No, just hire me because I am cheap. I will do things and be like, get out of the way, germs blurned. I have all of the bronze in the world and no statues or commemorative plaques will be made under my reign. Ha 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 ha. Bronzefinger, if you need somebody for your James Bond party.
Bronzefinger, never not a James Bond joke.
How could it not be a James Bond joke? All right.
Farley F with a 6-month resub. Or Farlif.
Farlif. Germs blurred.
Pretty sure it's Farley F.
Hey everybody, are you looking for a delicious new organic thing to put in your breakfast routine that will help you stay in touch with the crystal harmonics of the world and praise the beautiful Mother Gaia? Try this new ancient grain, Farlif. We unearthed it from a tomb in Peru, and it tastes like dirt, but you know what? It's absolutely packed with protein and fiber. It will make your breakfast so much more organic and much more natural than the evil GMO wheat. That's right. Farlif. It may be incredibly difficult to grow and actually have maybe distorting the economy of the third world country it's being grown in because of the sudden demand for this beautiful grain. But try it today and know that you are so much more ethical than those wheat-eating monsters.
It's hard to digest, too.
Oh, it's completely indigestible. Have some husk flakes, part of a balanced breakfast.
Nadriachi with an 11-month resub.
Oh, hello everyone. This is my trans Latin American accent. It is very similar to my trans European accent. But are you looking to hire a mariachi band for your delightful holiday event? But you cannot afford the full mariachi experience? Try the Nadriachi band. That's right. It's 3 guys named Nad. And you know what they do? They just hit each other in the nods. And then their various screams make mariachi-like noises. The Nadriachi band. We actually will play for free. We get a sexual kick out of it. Hire us today.
What the fuck? Wow.
Kathleen has 3 accents. Kiwi snorted off. I am actually really bad at doing accents. That's why I say trans Latin American.
Kiwi snorch and off.
It's
nice.
We're ugly people. Oh
no.
It's too bad
That's
that you
the
have to
worst.
look at our faces voluntarily. How sad for you.
Cortanios with a 10-month resub.
Oh, Cortanios.
Cortanios. Here.
I'm just putting it on the back of my chair so it doesn't fall off. Let's see. Cortanios. Hello, everybody. My name is John Smith completely serious lawyer who practices law, and not weird law, actual law. Is your name Cortanios? Have you been repeatedly insulted and slurred by O1 K. DeVere and G. Stark on a show that may or may not be broadcast on Twitch and YouTube called CheckPoint Plus, where they make fun of your username and imply that you are somehow as part of some sort of rich Corinthian leather racket, perhaps some sort of illegal Corinthian leather smuggling ring. Well, if this has happened to you, and this is a very specific circumstance, so I feel like there's not going to be an overwhelming amount of response to this ad, call my office today. We are putting together a class action lawsuit. Just because your name is Cortanios doesn't mean you have to suffer through rich Corinthian leather jokes every month. See, I turned it around a bit.
Alverlux, I actually don't know yet. I'm gonna ask them today. I think they provide decks. I don't actually know. I'm sorry.
Come on down to latest plot.
God damn it. Smokahontas 420 has just subscribed.
Hey, brah, are you looking to play some Destiny with the greatest clan ever? Why not try the Bong Bros? I'm its leader, Smokahontas 420. We want to get ripped and blast the Fallen and the Hive, but not the Vex, because the Vex are cool with us. That's right. When they explode into like this milky white stuff, and I think it might be opium. If I can figure out how to smoke a Vex, I will. That's so dumb. So come on, join the coolest Bong Bros Destiny clan. Just ask for me by name, Smokahontas 420.
Can you paint with all the colors of the dank weeds? Hippity bobbity. Very nice. That's definitely Foxmar.
Yeah.
Definitely. That has to be a Foxmar novelty sub. This
Nice.
is the... I play Destiny. And I am constantly amused by the weed jokes in people's usernames. And I bring it up a lot. And Foxmar one day found someone playing Destiny with the name Smokahontas 420. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was very funny. Yeah, we're not joking. Like
that's a real... Someone has that as their...
You and Foxmar
PSN.
tweet the most stupid ones you find, right?
He has a Tumblr for it now.
Oh, of just dumb Destinies?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
So yeah, if you want to see all of the weed-related puns that you can get out,
I hope you get
through
to-
the Destiny username filters.
I hope you get a screenshot of that one that I saw once that was just 4 smoke, 2 weed, 0.
Jesus.
I don't know why you need to advertise this. Anyway.
All right.
Twilight Zone Snorsh Edition.
Oh boy, I haven't done a Snorsh commercial in a while, actually. Well, I did one last week, but it was unprompted. It was not necessarily supposed to be Snorsh. All right. I just want to remind everybody coming in, this is a weird thing that we do where we do improv, although Snorsh is a pre-existing concept and has its own accent and weird. Just go with it. All right. Hi everyone, welcome to Snorsh, where our accents may be shaky, but our foundations are strong. Our foundations built on the corpses of people killed by Wiggles. Many corpses, strong, thick foundations. Alright, anyhow, we have realized that people like that internet thing, creepypastas. So we have decided to bring some real creepypastas to Snorsh, and we realized what the original creepypasta was, which was inexplicably out of copyright, which is the Twilight Zone. So now you can come to Twilight Zone Snorsh Town, a new amusement park with spooky creepypasta happenings. We've got a Thin Man, which is 16 Wiggles in a very long coat, very scary. And then you take a plane to get there, and there's a Wiggle on the wing, which is actually a really bad thing because they will shoot through the wires, and that's how a lot of people die every year. Also, other Twilight Zone things, like stuff. I will think of it later, but I assure you they all involve Wiggles because Wiggles are cheap here. Alright, thank you everybody. Come to Snorsh. Dankstony?
As HP Braincase suggested that.
Oh.
Like more like Dankstony, am I right?
Oh wow.
Sketchy Details with a 22-month resub.
Ooh, sketchy details. Hey everybody, are you looking to fill out a lie that you're telling for a variety of reasons that are good or maybe bad or maybe just your own? Like for example, I didn't create that Ashley Madison account, somebody created it for me. Or, that's timely, haha, topical. Or, I have no idea how that elephant got in the toilet. Or, I don't know why I saw that poo and decided to paint the wall with it. I thought I was just being artistic. You know how you can flesh out any lie? Come on down to Dave's House of Sketchy Details, where we have sketchy details for you, such as, it was an art installation. Romanians made me do it. I saw a Weagle. All of these things are sketchy details that can be added to any of your conceivable lies, and that will add credence, but not too much credence, because you have to keep the details sketchy and unfocused and vague. For example, ask me why I created that Ashley Madison account.
Why did you create that Ashley Madison account?
I saw a Weagle. I was scared and alone.
I like the idea of, like, why did you create this account on a service to meet other people for casual hookups? I panicked.
Yeah.
Just like, whoops, registered for Ashley Madison. Someone startled me, and I leapt across the room onto my computer.
And my email address was inputted. I became inverted. The shower rings were enveloped my penis.
Recent episode of Feed Dump you should check out if you haven't watched it already.
Yeah.
It was weird because there's like an adult store in town called Ashley Madison. So when this thing started happening, I was like, What are people talking about? You mean the store by the Taco Time?
Yeah.
And then people are like, no, it's a website. Like, oh, it's okay.
Duger tested and approved. See, I actually have a real big problem with that hack, but I don't have a problem with exposing horrible, damaging hypocrisy. So don't make fun of regular people, and don't look for regular people, but feel free to laugh at Josh Duger, because he's a scumbag.
It's a complex opinion you have, actually.
I know it is.
Captain Ender 7. I don't want to get into that in the chat, by the way. Captain Ender 7 with a 21-month resub.
Captain Ender 7. Hello, are you looking for thrilling space adventures at the helm of Captain Ender 7's incredible ship? Come on down to Dave's House of Captain Ender 7 merchandise. That's right. The obscure Korean teledrama. Somehow we got our hands on a crate of a variety of its merchandise, and now you too can decorate your home as this warehouse is decorated. For example, have you ever wanted a Captain Ender 7 Dakimakura? That's a body pillow. On the front, you just see a regular picture of the guy. On the back, you see a picture of the guy, and he's a little bit more doing one of these. Ooh, it's very sexy. We also have a variety of Captain Ender 7 novelty soaps that come in varieties that look like the characters from the show. At least I think they do. They're soaps. The likenesses aren't great. You'll just have to take my word for it. One of them that's also doing the ooh pose. Anyhow, come on down to this warehouse. We got tons of stuff here, and maybe someone wants it.
Sorry, I love ABC XYQ. It's like, oh god, did they leak the Taco Time user list? I hope not. Marcanius with a 10-month resub.
I love Kathleen's definition of a body pillow. Alright, Marcanius. Alright,
Yawn.
God, I haven't been... I took like 30 seconds off to compose my thoughts.
Had nothing to do with you.
Alright.
I was gonna yawn, I couldn't hide it, so I figured,
Oh, I've Admiral Nemo says that he... Do you know somebody who's doing a Simon & Simon podcast?
That's weird. That seems very odd. Alright. I'll watch that.
All right.
We can do Marcanius.
Marcanius.
Yes.
I mean, I'm trying not to make an anus joke is the problem.
You've managed it before.
To not make
not make anus jokes.
Have I done a lot of anus jokes?
No.
No. Oh, this might be the week, the month. No.
Hey, whatever you got to do.
I mean,
we try not to actively dissuade people from subscribing.
Let's see. Marcanius. Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Annius, and not Mark Anus, even though many of my schoolmates like to tease me and say that it was. My name is Mark Annius, and I am a personal lifestyle coach. That's right. I'll teach you to have a positive outlook in life. What are my qualifications? I went through my entire school and university career being called Mark Anus. Come on. What were my parents thinking? Why wouldn't they have changed my name? Did you know that when you register a kid for birth, you can just write down anything and it's free? They could have called me Mark Anusman. Oh, I guess that's not as good. But look, they had some options. But now I can teach you through the power of positive thinking to get over whatever horrible stuff is going on in your life. Because I assure you, it wasn't as bad as being called Mark Anus for the first 22 years of my life. People are probably still doing it just behind my back. I've been trying to find a woman to get married so I could take her last name. Or man. Actually, I'm not even picky at this point. I don't care. I just want a different name. But you know what? People see my name and they're like, oh, when I register for dating sites, they think I'm into some sort of fetish. And nobody ever responds to my ads. Please, I'm going to change my name, but first I'll teach you the power of positive thinking.
I'm going to change my name to Mark Van Sphincter. Mark Ania says this hits very close to home.
Oh. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Did you get a screenshot of that one, Anubis? That's amazing.
What's going on?
Favorite Destiny username someone was that they heard about was Bong of the South.
Actually, well played, person.
Jeez. John Dare with a 19-month resub.
Hi
John
everyone.
Dare.
Are you looking?
John Dare. Sorry.
Well, now I'm going to do something different.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No, your idea is better. Or the idea that you gave me is better than the original idea I had.
All right. I helped.
Do you know what my new idea is?
Nope.
Hi, everybody. Do you have a big fuck-off field of wheat to plow? Come on down to John Deere's Discount Farm Implements. That's right. It's like a John Deere, but cheaper. That's right. Who needs safety features like threshers that won't take your limbs off when you can get that field of wheat and that row of barley or whatever you're doing with hay, I guess, out there. I don't know. I'm not an agrarian, but you know what I do know? Bargains! So come on down to John Deere's Discount Farmhouse Implements, where our motto is, we'll take up all your wheat and take up not more than 3 of your limbs. Yay!
RF232 with a 7-month resub.
Somebody says, I've never played Destiny in my life, but if I played it, or I've never smoked weed in my life, but if I played Destiny, I would totally spend hours coming up with a weed pun. What I actually think is...
The trick is coming up with a weed name that doesn't get banned.
Yeah, what I think is...
You can't just be like... Actually, I did see one that was like pro-weed smoker or something, so maybe, I don't know, fuck it, go for it.
They just might not have, like, weed filters in there. Like, obviously they have filters for, like, your standard offensive terms. And like dicks, butts, vaginas, fart, huffer, etc.
You could probably call yourself Fart Huffer.
Oh, maybe actually. The
Huffback of Notre Dame. Oh, you're trying to come up with Disney ones, I see.
We saw a username about pre-cum.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was weird. That was really gross. Spartan. Yes. What are we at? Right, RF232.
RF232. Sorry. I'm thinking. These ones are a little bit more hard to come up with because there's a little less to work with.
It's like a model number for something.
Yeah, exactly.
Is your necklace a tuning fork, Kathleen?
I don't know.
It's a wishbone.
It's a wishbone. It's also a fidgeting thing, as in it gives me something to fidget with because I'm a notorious fidgeter.
Wait, let me just... See? It's a wishbone. Like from Ann Turkey. Or Ann Chicken.
Or and small jewelry house.
Yes.
All right. RF232. Hey, everybody, are you looking to join the Ham Radio Society? Well, we've got a great discount deal for you. Come on down to Dave's house of Discount Ham Radios, and we'll set you up with a brand new RF-232 tuner. That's right, what can you do if you join Ham Radio? You can talk to people from all over the world. It's like the internet, but slow and irritating. That's right. You can tune into people who are talking out of their backyards and their basements and from rooftops. For example, listen to this scintillating conversation that we have pre-recorded for your delight. Hello, my name is Bob, and I just got a ham radio.
That sounds delicious, Bob.
Not an actual ham radio, although I could be having a ham sandwich right now.
All I have is salami. I'm sorry.
It was really nice to meet you. How thrilling is that? Join the Ham Radio Society today with your brand new RF-232 tuner, and you can meet people all over the world and discuss lunch meat.
But my salami does get Cool FM.
It's hammer.
Captain Falafel with a 20-month resub.
Ooh, Captain Falafel. Let's see. Maybe. Alright. Let's see. Yes. Now I just have to think now, do I do this in some sort of horrible accent? Maybe I don't. No, I don't think I will. Alright. Hi, everybody. Are you looking for an awesome vegetarian meat that can't be beat? Why not try falafels? Come on down to Captain Falafel's House of Falafels. That's right. Why poison your body and your mind with a beef or a chicken or a cow when you could have a falafel? That's right. We take all of the most delicious falafel ingredients and grind them up into a fine paste and then bake them so they're into like little balls for you. That's right. It's pure lentils and beans and corn and gym mats and some spices and some old game cases we found laying around, and maybe some gravel for next door, maybe just for roughage. Got some of that farluf, which is that new ancient grain they're trying to sell people. It's just fucking awful. Put that in there too. That's right, falafels, all natural, delicious ingredients. Come on down today. Captain Falafel. Just because we don't know what a falafel is doesn't mean you should not buy our food. Kathleen, have you ever had a falafel? Yeah, they're pretty good. Sometimes they're dry, though.
Vegetarian meat substitute's totally a thing. Falafel isn't one, but you know.
I know. But the vegetarian meat that can't be beat's pretty good.
So that was the first 15 people who get the full commercial times.
All right.
But there's another more than 15 people to go.
Hooray!
So are you ready for all of this?
Yes, this is the lightning round.
All right.
Gravel for roughage just goes straight through you. All right. Yes.
Incatatio, pardon me, with a 24-month resub, the 2 years. Incatatio.
Incatatio? Tasio?
I believe TIO is pronounced chio.
Is it?
Is it not?
I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Incatatio.
Incatatio. All right. Hey, everybody. Are you looking for a new perfume that is filled with the scent of a sensual thing? Try Incatatio from Calvin Klein. What's in it? Stuff. What does it smell like? Musky stuff.
Buy Incatatio today.
Musky stuff. That sounds fucking awful.
Tog-
What's that, like a skunk's ass? Smells like a skunk's ass been rubbed up against me.
Togashina Ruta with a 20-month resub.
Togashina Ruta, new Japanese anime series coming to YTV this spring. Togashina Ruta, buy these toys. They're all expensive. Scream at your mother till she gets them anyway.
Love it. Fit Orion with a 14-month resub.
Hey bro, do you ever want to skip leg day? If you do, you're not a true bro. Come on down to Fit Orion's gym. We'll make you as fit as the actual constellation Orion. That's right, don't skip arm day, don't skip leg day, and certainly don't skip star day down at Fit Orion's gym, yeah.
Belt day, very popular for Orion as well.
Isn't that just part of the abs?
I guess. Pariah Wolfen with a 20-month resub.
Oh, some of these names I don't think I've done before. Like, I don't think I've done Pariah Wolfen. Alright. Pariah Wolfen. Hey, everybody, are you a tiny wolf but also a social pariah? Come and join humans. That's right, you always hear about humans being raised by wolves, but I'm offering to raise a wolf by humans. That's right. What you get out of the deal? I will raise you an adorable wolf, and then all you have to do is kill people when I ask you to. It's a very good deal. Come to my house. My name is Kathleen. I've got this list of notable anti-vaxxers.
Oh, wow. Gray Fox 0012 with an 8-month resub. Welcome back. Gray Fox 012. 0012.
Let's see. Gray Fox 0012. Hey everybody, are you excited about the new Metal Gear game? That's right. No, most places aren't releasing scores for it because it's just so big and ridiculous, but I can tell you here on Gray Fox 0012's exclusive YouTube channel that I somehow got access to the game, and I'm going to give you some hot, dank secrets about Metal Gear Ground Zeroes. For example, Snake is old in parts of this game, but not every part of this game, and this is not stuff I just got from looking at screenshots. So, like, share, and subscribe to Gray Fox 0012's all Metal Gear Solid YouTube channel.
Wow. Vanara has subscribed. The 3-month resub, Vanara.
Hey everybody, do you want to weird out people? Come on down to Vanara's House of Vans. Just because vans are out of style and kind of weird to drive around in doesn't mean that you can't have a panel van and scare children.
Good job. Night Valiant 28 with an 18-month resub.
Let's see.
It's good advice.
Let's see. Night Valiant 28. Let's see. I'm really
I'm
working
just
on
making
it.
noises.
Oh.
Anyone ever seen The Dark Crystal?
Yes, the spooky sounds of Night Valiant 28's Dark Crystal sound-alike CD. That's right, if you've ever wanted to hear Skeksis more, for some inexplicable reason, I've got you covered. I've got 6 hours of CDs. It's like Time Life CD of the Month Club, but it's just this noise, a lot. That's right, freak out your neighbors, use it for sex things, I don't care. Order it today.
Wow. Dix with a 23-month resub. Dix.
Hey everybody, his name is Dix, but not like the penis. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's Dix. He's a moderator, and he will ban you if you put a picture of a penis in the chat, Dix.
How's deployment going, Dix? Hey.
You can come back, Paul.
Lurcon 2 confirmed in Snorsh has
Ooh.
just subscribed.
Hi everyone, welcome to Snorrish, where guess what, we have finally big convention. That's right, we found people so stupid and broke they would put convention in Snorshian Convention Center. Something called
stupid people must have.
Yeah, what kind of idiots?
Some internet has been comedy group Z-listers, LLR, so come and welcome them. Everybody who comes gets free Weagle. Just kidding, you got free Weagle anyhow.
The non-Weagle suites are very expensive.
No, the non-Weagle suites also have Weagles. There's
It's less Weagle.
just less Weagles.
Yeah,
Minimum
LLR
one.
will be the Snorshian equivalent of LRR.
Yeah. So
Loading.
we're on.
Welcome to loading.
Oh, featherweight.
Cool. All right, I'll see you a little bit.
I'll see you at home for recording the podcast.
Cam just wanted to talk about setting this thing up for.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to come here, actually.
Okay, that's fine.
And do it here.
Wait, you made my subscriber list go away.
I know.
Come back.
Sorry.
Little button there in the bookmarks bar.
Yeah.
And then notifications.
I broke it. Okay.
Mark away.
All right. Featherweight. Hey everybody, have you checked out Featherweight stuff? He's a really cool guy and he does lots of cool stuff for us, like Stolen Jokes is the official webcomic of Loading Ready Run. You can read it on stolenjokes.com, and he has a Tumblr, and you can follow it on Tumblr, and you can like and share, and he does all sorts of other cool things. Like, did you know he did all the sprites for the Destiny Tales video? You like that? Isn't he talented?
All the
Featherweight. He's got stuff. Check it out. He's cool. Oh, also Patreon.
all the Lava Bears graphics too.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool. All right, the fish sticks.
Ooh, fish sticks. I like
Spelled
that.
in an interesting way.
Well, like the band Fish.
And the band Sticks.
Oh, maybe they're just into classic rock.
I don't know if that's
rock.
actually how you spell it. Yeah, that is the band Sticks. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Featherweight. They were your jokes. Well,
Our jokes.
I don't know. I always actually feel the need to give Featherweight an actual commercial when his sub commercials come up, so people know about all of the cool things that that he does. Because I feel like some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. The fish sticks. Hey everybody, are you into classic stoner rock like Fish and Sticks? Come on down to the Fish Sticks, the world's first fish stick only restaurant where we only play fish and sticks. I don't know how I got a business loan for this either.
StolenJokes.com is not actually the website.
Oh,
It's StolenJokes.tumblr.
I thought he had a .com. No, his actual website is a .com. StolenJokes.tumblr.com.
StolenJokesComic.tumblr.
Phoenix Melior is linking to it. Go to her link.
Stolen Jokes Comic, it's .tumblr.
It's on Tumblrs.
The TARDIS 42.
Hey everybody, do you like Doctor Who and Hitchhiker's Guide stuff? Come on down to the TARDIS 42's warehouse of Doctor Who Hitchhiker's Guide seconds. That's right, we have all sorts of merchandise that's only slightly wrong.
A lot of merchandise for, what's his name? The guy that did the movie in between that nobody likes. The Doctor Who movie.
No, the Fox movie.
Yeah.
Which Doctor is that? Where did Graham just left? He would be able to answer this.
He would know. People in the chat will tell us. But yeah, they've got like this warehouse has tons of that kind of crap. Everywhere.
Oh yeah, and then like a bunch of Zaphoid Beeblebrox merchandise, but from the movie. So people are like, eh.
With their two heads,
But
they're like one underneath the other.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Paul McGann. That's
Paul
it.
McGann, thank you. Paul McGann and Zaphod Beeblebrox merchandise from the movie.
All
Wait,
right.
who actually played Zaphod in the movie? It's actually a good actor, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. I just wasn't, and like, there's lots of good actors in that movie. It just wasn't great.
All right. Cravois 1. The TARDIS 42 is a new subscriber. Too.
Oh,
Thank you very
well,
much.
Sam Rockwell, thank you. Sam Rockwell is a pretty good actor.
Cravois 1 subscribed for 4 months in a row.
Oh, wow. Quavois 1. Hello. Are you looking for an exotic French thing? And maybe some cognac will do that, but you cannot afford to pay that incredibly expensive Cavassier prices. Come on down to Bob's House of Discount Cognac, where we have Quavois and Quavois 1, which is the Quavois improvement that does not give you cancer when you drink it. Come on down to Bob's House of Discount Cognacs and live a very classy lifestyle at discount prices, as long as you're not too concerned about cancer.
The TARDIS 42 is not a new subscriber. Well, is a new subscriber, but that's because the credit card died, so his substance expired. Dungeon Master 982 subscribed for 5 months in a row.
Dungeon Master 982. Hey everybody, are you looking to play some Dungeons and Dragons? Well, come on down to Dungeon Master 982's house. That's right, I'm a Dungeon Master. I just want a party. I have experience running all sorts of campaigns. Do you want to be a campaign where there's a bunch of ridiculous elves? Sure, come on down. My last gaming group moved away, not for any weird reasons. They just happened to move away. They were all roommates in grad school. It was kind of weird. I felt sometimes like the odd one out, but that was okay because I was the dungeon master and they were the players, and there's supposed to be a slightly adversarial atmosphere there because you're not supposed to be their friend all the time. You're supposed to challenge them and bring their adventures to light. Anyhow, come on down to my house looking for group.
He says just show up anytime.
Yeah.
All right. Sampy 104.
Yes.
Oh, has a WoW avatar, looks
Yes.
like.
Actually, Lurbot is saying sell your fruit stocks, which is good advice considering the stock market. Actually, no, wait, the stock market's going down. Don't sell. Buy when it gets low. Don't sell your fruit stocks. Because Apple stocks may drop because the economy in China is not great and China's a huge market for them. But Apple stocks will rebound and then you will be able to make money.
Apple's very bouncy.
All right. Sampy 104. Hey, everybody, come on down to Sampy's 104 House of Swamps. That's right. What can you do with a House of Swamps? You can put your house in a swamp. That's right. No more yard work. Swamps, very environmentally friendly. Swamp it up. That's our motto. We paid a lot of
Swamp
money
it up.
to develop that, and I think it's good. So come on down to Sampy 104's House of Swamps. We'll put your house in a swamp.
McIrish Jihad.
Yes, new iPhone coming soon. That says Naxo Chiller, so it always bumps the stock. The stock
Although-
market is hugely overvalued. Keep selling. I mean,
To be fair, you could really say new iPhone coming soon at any given time.
you should like. But the thing is, with selling now, is you're definitely going to get less money than you paid for it. So the stock market is the long term game. Because if you just bought in, you've bought high and you're selling low. It's dumb. It's dumb. That's a good way to lose money.
It's stock market. It's either the long game or the very short game. And
Well-
by the very short, we're talking milliseconds,
Yes.
which you can't do.
No, that's high speed trading, which is all the. We've actually designed the stock market so computers are better than humans are, which is kind of irritating. Previous model's a year old. They put out a new phone every year. There was the iPhone 6, and this will be the 6S or
Probably
something.
something like that, yeah. All right, McIrish Jihad.
I always think this is kind of offensive.
Subscribed for 20 months in a row,
I know.
so he's really dedicated to, subscribing.
True, but the slide over the last 3 months has brought Apple stock down almost by 30%. Yeah, so maybe don't sell if you bought high. Or if you're looking for a bargain, maybe this is a good time to buy Apple stock, actually. Because it doesn't usually go down.
Or what Rustin Kirk says, also maybe don't take stock advice from random people on Twitch. That's probably the best advice right there.
I mean, I don't invest in the stock market. I have a diversified bonds yield for a reason.
Yeah,
For my savings.
I have people who handle that for me.
Yes, Paul and I have RSPs that we contribute money to, and and we both have. I'm guessing probably the same kind of diversified portfolio with like a medium margin for risk. So far, it's been getting me good returns over the past few years. So hopefully that holds.
Yeah. I was pretty happy with my my financial advisor person. Did a pretty good job in that during the financial collapse. I didn't go up, but I didn't go down.
You just kind of were like,
It was like I'm just not making as much. I didn't go. So I was really happy about that. I was like, you can keep doing what you're doing.
you're probably not hearing feedback. You're hearing loud whirring from next door because they're
Yeah.
doing filling or something.
Yeah, they're like shooting gravel out of a cannon at their ground.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want actual financial advice, you should see a financial advisor.
Yes, and not
Not
one.
us.
You,
But, like,
and if your financial advisor broadcasts on Twitch, maybe that might not be the way to get advice from them. I'm not saying if they broadcast on Twitch, their advice is not good. I'm just saying that while they're playing Dark Souls, might not be the best time to get advice from them.
Yeah. However, I do have to say, though, if you are looking to make sound judgments and put away money for the future, don't play the fucking stock market.
No.
No. That is terrible. All right. There's
Unless you have time travel, or you can
Yeah.
read minds, or have some sort of, guess way of figuring out what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing next door, but it's fucking loud today. All right, McIrish Jihad. Da 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 da. Hello, welcome to Irish McDonald's. We're not loving it. We're declaring jihad on Irish Burger King. They're gonna be surprised. Da 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 da. You're dead.
Smiles are free.
Smiles are free. Bullets are not. Burger King heathens. Butta 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 butta
Wow,
butta butta.
The fast food war is really heated up.
Just in Ireland, though. Just in Ireland. Everywhere else is safe. In Ireland, maybe go to Wendy's. Just stay out of the way. Wendy's is a neutral third party. Kathleen is
Wait,
retro. Okay, look. You're talking about being keel-hauled by pirates. That's something that people don't do anymore.
What?
Username says Kathleen has retroactively added time travel to my story. I just take what I'm given and try to make sense of it.
Ariosaurus. Just subscribed.
Everyone knows Wendy's a Scottish guy.
It's true.
A Scottish spy. The Irish burger monarchy shall fall. No. Burger Republicans. Down with the Burger King.
Down with the Burger King. Off with his head. Too long have we lived under the yoke of the Burger King.
All right. Ariosaurus.
Just subscribe for the first time.
Hooray! All right. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a new and exciting kind of dinosaur that's not too scary? Try the Ariosaurus. That's right, the Ariosaurus has just been discovered, but unlike those other dinosaurs, which seem to get bigger and teethier and inexplicably featherier, because now we know more about dinosaurs, and it's kind of a little bit weird for older folks like us who grew up thinking they were scaly lizards, but now kids nowadays are like, duh, of course they had feathers. The Ariosaurus, it's about the size of a cat, and it's got the tail length of a cat, and it's got the fangs that are no bigger than a cat, and it's got 4 paws. Oh, is this just a cat? You know what? Never mind. Strike the scientific discovery from the books. Come and look at this cat I found.
It's not actually even dead.
No,
it wasn't bones or anything. It was just a real cat.
It's sitting there. It was just, they found it in the pit. And it's just like, meow. And they're like, look at this
oh my
dinosaur.
God! It's a prehistoric cat that is somehow still alive.
Yeah.
The paleontologists jumped to conclusions, possibly a little faster than they should.
Yeah, it's basically a cat. I'm a dino cat.
I am always amazed at like paleontologists. They'll be like, so we found this one bone.
Yeah, and then we've produced a drawing of this dinosaur. And you're like, what the fuck?
And the thing is, like, they're pretty much right too. Like, they figured it out, like how to do the thing, and like everyone, they have to change stuff every once in a while. But the fact that they can do that is just ridiculous.
Yeah. For anybody wondering, the reason it says subscriber welcoming time down at the bottom of the screen right there is we welcome people who are subscribing to our Twitch channel by improvising a short commercial or product or something on their name. If you just caught the last one, it was kind of weird. But I mean, it's improv, so it's not like I'm going to just start reading 1984 or something like that. So, but that was in fact the whole subscriber welcoming show.
Yay!
And you're here, and you've already eaten lunch, haven't you, Paul?
I
You
have.
can start your show early. Give the people more of what they want,
Yeah.
instead of there being any downtime.
All right. So yeah, it'll be.
That's right, now I'm cracking the whip.
Yeah. We'll be going offline briefly, so we can come back, or I can come back for things on my stream.
What are you playing?
I'm playing the Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay.
Oh, so I've actually heard that game is surprisingly good.
It is really good.
Because you think movie tie-in game, and you're like, ugh, garbo.
No, it's generally actually considered to be one of the best depiction of the Riddick character. And
What, better than the movies?
yeah, just because
The gauntlet's been thrown.
Yeah.
Riddick movies.
and especially since, as we all know, Vin Diesel is a huge nerd, and was apparently very deeply involved in the development of the game, which is pretty sweet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's good because there's a lot of creative input and care taken with the game. Mm-hmm. This is the definitive Riddick tale.
Apparently so.
Oh, well, there we go.
So, Escape from Butcher Bay. I have technically escaped from Butcher Bay once already, but then I got recaptured, and I am now back in Butcher Bay, but in a worse. They're like, this is the most horrible prison we can think of, and then, oh wait, surprise! There was a worse part. Now you're in basically an underground mine, but it got turned into a prison.
I think Riddick can get out.
Probably.
I have faith in Riddick.
I feel like, Riddick.
If he dies now, it's not much of a game.
Riddick is like Riddick has this thing where he's the ultimate badass, but he's always like escaping from places, right? So I have this feeling that like when he's not like fighting people and escaping from something. He just doesn't know what to do with himself.
I mean, he could
just, like,
take up a hobby.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
try like meditative gardening or something.
That's his problem, right? Is that he doesn't have a hobby. He's just like, when he's not fighting people, he's just like, doop-a-doop. Hey, bounty hunters are after me. Awesome, something to do.
Yay! Oh, thank God, I was getting bored.
Yeah.
Oh God, I almost had to call my mom. Meanwhile, Mother Riddick is just that boy. He never calls.
Mother Riddick is like, that boy, he never calls. Everybody talks like that in Riddick's family. That boy, he never calls. Anyway,
We'll
that's
leave you
something
with that image of
something
Riddick's mom.
you have to look forward to is me talking in a lot of vocal fry because it amuses me. So
Seems
go
decent.
offline for a couple minutes.
Bye,
and then
everybody.
Be back with things on my stream.